All right, Shalom, right? I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles, and elders of great millstone of well. Peace and blessing to Yakim around the world that pushes through to the four corners of the earth, right? Is Yaraba, right? Um, I want to entitle this, the coronavirus and ID 2020 related. Because there's so much evidence showing that, this coronavirus was something that they was talking about even before it actually became a pandemic, right? And right before the coronavirus came out, it had this ID 2020 that brothers talked about. You understand? And they called it what ID 2020, which is something they wanted to start it in the year 2020. And when did this whole coronavirus thing really start circulating? Between late December 2019 to January 2020, right? And this ID 2020 goes back into what? To say the ID 2020 Alliance has launched a new digital identity program at its annual summit in New York. It's in collaboration with the government of Bangladesh. It's a Vaccine Alliance, right? Gavi. It's a new partner in government, academia, and humanitarian relief. You understand? And humanitarian relief, which is like people that just give aid. So all these people come into alliance. You understand, with this whole ID 2020 thing. And we know this for people who don't follow up on it. The ID 2020 is about making digital identity for people, like how they're going to put those chips in people, and they're going to be your biometric ID card instead of actually having a little ID card in your wallet. You're going to have that biometric ID card in your hand or in your forehead, as the scriptures talk about, the mark of the beast. And they're going to use that to implement it with what? Mandatory vaccines. Now, when you watch what's going on with the coronavirus, is a pandemic that actually spread all over the place. So for those that have it, they will need what? They will need a vaccine. And those same vaccines that they might want to give the people who will be in dire need because they don't want to die. You understand? That is a good opportunity for them to actually implement that chip in the vaccines for them. You understand? It's either what? Live and take the chip or die. You understand? Scriptures refer to those things as what? The wiles of the devil. They say he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. And we know that he will have different ways that he actually going and try to implement these things to get people who don't want to take it to take it. And one of those things will be what? Your life. He might put your life in danger. He might threaten to kill you. Or in a situation like this, you release a virus into the environment. And if you want the vaccine that comes right along with the chip, then you will have to take it if you want to live. If not, then you'll just have to die. You understand? All these things are strategic wiles of the devil. And these are things that this devil has sit down and plan out. These things are not coincidence. ID 2020 collaborating with mandatory vaccines, and now it have a pandemic that the world actually so to say they're actually struggling to find a vaccine for it now. You understand? These things is not just coincidental opportunities for them. These things are things that they plan. They probably had a vaccine just sit down there waiting, and then when it get really out of hand and it spread really far and people, they will do anything just to stay alive, then they'll present those vaccines. And when they do present it, is because what? They will have to take the chip along with it. Right, I'll read the scripture first. It's in Ephesians 6, verse I'll start from 10, right? Ephesians 6, verse 10. It says, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. It's to put on the whole armor of the Most High. You understand, which represent what? These scriptures. Faith. You understand? Name of the Lord. All these different things that pertain to actually being in the truth. You have to put these things on and gird yourself with it. The wisdom of the scriptures. The sword, which is the word, and all these different things. The name of the Heavenly Father and His Son. That ye may be able, and faith also, just stating some things. It say, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. I'm going to talk about the wiles. It's like the Strong's man talk.
Strong's G3180, Methodiah.
You understand? Methodiah. It's a cunning arts, deceit, craft, trickery. And that is the methods that they will use to try to get people to take this chip. They will try ways that subtle in different ways, like they will try making a technological evolution, advancement to make people want to take it. You understand? And then it will, for the ones that not being tricked that way, they will try different deceitfulness. You understand? Like spreading pandemics. And then they'll use those things as an avenue to inject them with it unknowingly. You understand? All these is different wiles of the devil that you had to expect in these times, because the scriptures say, well, the devil has come down to you having great wrath, for you know that he had but a short time. And that devil they're talking about is not Satan. You understand? That is Esau coming down on the people. You're seeing it happening. He actually coming down on the people because you know what? That the time is short. It's this kingdom that he ruling in right now. Okay, the scriptures say what? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. But when that rock comes, that rock going and destroy everything, which is Yahushua Mashiach, and he going and rule forever as King of Kings. So they know that their time is short. And because of that, what? They're turning things up. They're trying to get everything in order. They want to get people chipped. They want to get everything under their control. But it wouldn't happen. You understand? But, talking about, like I was saying, the wiles of the devil. All these different things is things that they're doing just to be able to get their agenda across. So all these things with these virus coming out and people thinking it's from eating bats and all this nonsense. This is them doing these things. You understand? As the scripture, as the dollar bill, let's say, order out of chaos. They'll create the chaos and then they'll create the order. You understand? Or problem and solution, as they say. They'll create the problem first, and then they'll want to give you the solution, which will be what? That chip. All these vaccines that you'll see for all these pandemics coming out. They want to give people vaccines for it, and those vaccines go contain what? The RFID chip, which you talk about in the Id2020, those digital biometric identifications, but they can't fool the man of the Lord. You understand? That's why you always have to be girded with what? You have to be girded with the whole armor. I'll read it out. I'll read that scripture and I'll close it off. Right? Read verse 13, right? Ephesians 6:13, it say, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil days, and having done all, to stand. It says, stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness. It say, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, take the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, It's a which is the word of the Most High. You understand? That why you see brothers is always refer to the Bible as, oh my goodness, Salakia. Yeah, that why brothers is always refer to the Bible as what? A sword. Because that what you that is what the scripture refer to it as. It's not my word, a sword. You know, well, I hope it was edifying. With that, I say shalom. Akim, stay strong.